Hi, it's Jen from WhichWitchLife here with your mid-March forecast. Let's get in the cards. Alright. Already out here we have the star card as I'm shuffling for energy for the collective for mid-March. And then we have the Fool card. That's our third card for mid-March energy, Spirit. One more card, please. Oh, so we're just doubling down here. Okay, now we have 4 cards. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Swords. So, there clearly is going to be some conflict that we run into mid-March from this point to the end of the month. But the message I'm basically getting from this, though, is don't be afraid to stand your ground. We don't have the 7 of Wands out here yet, although I haven't looked at these other 2 cards that popped out, so it might be coming out. But don't be afraid to stand your ground. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and voice your opinions and go against the grain, okay? If it's something that maybe necessarily that your family members or friends or the community that you're in, the collective that you're currently a part of, it doesn't resonate with, it's okay. You can get another soul tribe, or not another soul tribe. You can get another friend group, but you maybe can now connect with your soul tribe instead of staying stagnant where you are. Don't be afraid to argue and voice your point, okay? It doesn't have to be disrespectful. It doesn't have to be rude, all right? But don't be afraid to speak up for yourself and go against the crowd. Like, speak out against the collective, okay? So, again, this is the collective reading for the end of March to mid-March to the end of March. So take a resonance, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading, okay? So let's get into the cards here. Like I said, we have the Star card and we have the Fool card that came out here. So this is the wish fulfillment card, or it's like a confirmation card is how I look at this Aquarius card, the Star here. It's like, okay, it's like sitting in that dreamlike state, that meditation state that I am going to sit down long enough to meditate and manifest what it is that I want and be willing to take the journey, okay? Now, I don't know if you watched the overall March video that I've already posted on YouTube here. We was talking about transitioning from Pisces season to Aries season and how Aries is the beginning of the zodiac calendar, and sometimes a lot of people are more aligned with that as their New Year's, okay? So as we move into Aries season, the mid-March going to the end of March and following into April, it's that Fool energy. It's that time for new beginnings. It's that time for I'm receiving what I want from the universe and I'm going to go get it, okay? I put my order in, the universe, my spirit team, God, whomever, the Orishas, whoever, us ancestors, I got my confirmation email that my order is on the way, or my order is being processed, or even a tracking number for some of y'all. Because if you watched the first video, we talked about how it's a reaping season because it's about to be spring. We're now reaping what we've sown. So that's good, bad, ugly, in between, indifferent. Whatever you put out is what you're getting back. So hopefully you were pleasant. Okay, and what you were dishing out in this past 12 months of 12 energy spectrum, okay? But it's time to take a leap of faith, okay? There's going to be opportunity that comes up for some of you or a lot of you that's going to give you this new beginning, this freeing start or whatever. It could be confirmation on, being accepted into a new place of residence. It could be accepted into a resident program, is what I'm hearing, residency program. For whoever that resonates with, it could be, like I said, getting accepted into like a field of study that you want to. So if you apply to grad school or college or something, it's like getting what you want and being ready to walk off into the unknown, knowing that what you need and your highest good, that you're in alignment with your highest good, and that you're going to achieve and receive what it is that you need to achieve and receive. Okay, let's look into these mystery cards that popped out that I did not see. They're face down, so I'm not looking at them. They were face down like that, okay? You get to see them before I do. I cannot see them right now. This is blocking my view, okay? So we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Lovers. Okay, so this is Gemini energy. I'm loving this already for mid-March because we have major arcana. So far, Eight of Pentacles is the only minor arcana that we have in here. That is doing the work, okay? I feel like this is a thing. And the personal readings I've done and the conversations that I've had with friends or clients, even in the conversation I've had with myself, plotting and planning something, doing the work and doing it carefully, precisely, intentionally. Intention-based work is going to take you far. It's not all that you need, but it's going to take you. It's going to carry you for a little bit of that, okay? But it's doing the work, and it's finding, like, see how she's, like, measuring it out and stirring, and, okay, I'm going to add these different potions in. And the cats in this deck represent, you know, spirit guides or spirit help. It could be ancestors, it could be just spirit guides, it could be your angels, whatever. It just represents that spirit being there that's helping you. Like, should I pull from this pink bottle here? And he's like, no. Put a little bit more of that one and then go to the blue one next, or go to the green one. It's following your intuitive guidance, whether it's coming, like I said, from your spirit, ancestors, whatever. Following the guidance that you're getting and doing the work, okay? And doing it intentionally and being mind focused in here, because we are what? Aligning ourselves to our higher purpose. And yes, I have a candle for that. DM me if you want questions, if you have questions about that. But we're aligning ourselves to our higher purpose. We're forming good soul bonds and contracts, okay? And we're letting go of any soul contracts and destiny alignments, like generational curses. What I mean by destiny alignments, like, it's not something that you asked for. It's not something that you walked into this life to receive or achieve, but it's something that is still like a debt from the ancestors or debt from past, like generational debts or whatever. It's like, I'm clearing that out. I'm cutting it out. That is not my responsibility. It is no longer my responsibility. Or I have done this part. I'm passing on the rest of that to my siblings. They got to figure this out. Or like, and it's no longer going to carry in this bloodline from me on. That's the one example of how to get rid of that, or what to say when you're releasing yourself from that contract. We're not doing that from this point on, from me on. We're no longer attached to this narrative that has been, we're no longer being attached to this narrative that has been clouding or dragging or staining this family name. I'm creating my own family from this point, and this is what that's going to look like. Okay? But for some of you, this also means that there's a soulmate twin flame-esque style of, we're going to go with soulmate because twin flames is toxic as hell for a reason, but that's another discussion. If you're coming here from Instagram, I have videos on Instagram that I haven't moved over to YouTube yet, but we're working on that. So the lovers here is talking about like this divine union, okay? So some of y'all are going to be now meeting your soul partners, your counterparts, like if you come from a Christian faith or background, I know you heard kingdom marriages before, your kingdom spouse, however you resonate with that, your divine counterpart, your soulmate, the one, whatever you want to label that. Some of y'all are going to be meeting and finally aligning with this person, whether they've been sitting under your nose this entire time and now they're just going to surprise you out of the blue and be like, hey, what's up? Hello. How's it going? I'm interested. Let's connect. Let's build together. And you're like, what? It's been you all this time? No. And they're like, yeah, it's been me all this time. Some of y'all know, but you're going to be building deeper bonds and connections. I'm hearing marriages. I'm hearing like soul bondings for all the good reasons, all the right reasons. Okay. Some of y'all, this is coming into alignment with the business that you want, the career that you want, the life purpose that you have decided on. Some of y'all that's helping animals. Some of y'all that's helping children, that's helping domestic violence people. Some of the people that's saving the environment. Some people, it's just uplifting and healing yourself. And then from that, being able to help and heal and influence other people. Some of y'all, that is connected to that throat chakra. And saying it with your chest, what you need to say, and being able to speak up for yourself. And in turn end up speaking up for thousands of others, okay? It doesn't have to be that grand. It could be grander than that. But whatever your soul purpose is, you come into alignment, or it's going to start making more sense. Mid-March to the end of March here. What was the bottom of the deck again? Bottom of the deck is with that Five of Swords energy, okay? So it's going to be a little tussle, but don't worry, it's worth it, okay? If you're wondering if it's worth it, I guarantee you it's worth it. Somebody here wants to know life purpose. Alright, I'm gonna give you 3 life purpose cards for the collective. And so whoever it resonates, you're gonna send to this video, whoever's gonna watch the video. Give me 3 life purpose cards. There's 2. And there's 3. Bottom of the deck is sensitivity. It's a time to be sensitive. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So some of you all, that's the message in itself. Some of you all, as you learn and connect and get into alignment with what your higher self is, or what your soul purpose is, or whatever you feel like is part of your journey at this moment, and you get connected with that, you're going to notice that you have certain sensitivities now. You're going to notice that certain energies bother you now, or certain things that people will say are bothering you, or you're going to notice that certain things don't give you joy like they used to bring you joy, because that's not in alignment with who you're going to be. That doesn't resonate with you anymore. And it's okay to mourn that loss. That means you're going to lose friends and family members. Okay? It means you're gonna leave job environments. You're gonna leave some things behind, but you're gonna gain new things as a process, okay? It's okay to mourn what you lost, but don't get stuck in it. Don't get caught in it. Keep moving. Okay? This card keeps trying to pop up. It's the Moon card. I keep moving this deck over, and then this card keeps shifting over like, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. And it's the Moon card. What does the Moon card say to you? Comment down below. Look it up. And then copy and paste the definition that resonates with you, okay? But here's the Moon card. The Moon card talks about digging into your intuition, being aligned and connected to your intuition. Some of y'all, this is about being in that state of, I am envisioning what I want. I'm envisioning my outcome while I'm going through this period of time that seems dark and uncertain and clueless. Like, I don't know. But I'm going to follow the light of the moon. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to follow what my guides are telling me. I'm going to follow what God is leading me to do. My angels, my ancestors, whomever, whatever you associate yourself with, okay? Because on this channel, we cater to, it's like a universal thing, whatever. Whether it's the universe, whether it's God, whether it's your ancestors, whatever you resonate. Take it and apply it how it matters, okay? It's going to be a period of uncertainty. I think we're already in this period of uncertainty, this period of cloudiness. And because some of us, it's a period of isolation. I'm saying us because myself included. It's a period of isolation. It's going to be different. It's going to look different on the other side too. So you got to get used to different. You got to get used to change. But it's okay because it's for a reason, for your higher purpose. That's what we're going after this for, okay? But we have the Justice card. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need help. So it could be in the legal field, and it could just be an advocation, like being an advocate for, like I said, domestic violence victims, being an advocate for animals, for children, for people who just need, confidence. That could be, you could be an influencer and influence people to love themselves and uplift themselves and each other in the kindest of ways, and influence deep healing. Whatever that influence is, but it's justice. It's balancing out the karmic cycles. Your life purpose could be, like I said, aligned with breaking generational curses and getting yourself, aligning yourself and your family's lineage to a brighter, future or brighter purpose here on the earth. Or whatever planet you end up traveling to after this one. Light and love is the other card. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So some of y'all are light workers. You need to tap into what that means to you and how that resonates with you and what that looks like in your life. And if you look into it and you have no effing clue what that means for you, ask questions. Book a reading with a reader that you feel like you resonate with that can give you that answer. Do some meditation work. Okay? Do some meditation. Start reading and taking note on what pops out to you that catches your attention, as in like, that makes sense. The rest of this paragraph don't make sense, but that right there Write it down. And what you'll notice is the collection of notes that you have all equal up to one thing. And then have your answer. Okay? For some of y'all, this will be a light worker, spread light and love in whatever career that you do. Because some of y'all may be watching this and be like, I already have my career. I like being a teacher, or I like doing this. You just got to add a little love and light to it now. A little uplifting. And if you're already doing that, then you're on the right path. You don't have to worry about it. Just confirmation. And then last but not least, we have school. That's hilarious. I know it's not teacher because I have a teacher card in here, but I think it's hilarious that I said school. And then this is laying face down, y'all. I picked it up and it said school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So some of y'all, once y'all figure out what that is, how to bring justice, light, and love to your life and in alignment to your purpose, it involves going back to school. So it's like learning a new trade or learning a new field of study. So maybe you have been a teacher all your life and you're like, I realized my work would be best done as a school counselor. So now I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to school to be a school counselor. This was school psychology. So I can come at either to your same school or a different school. And I can work as a counselor and I can still help these and teach these students, and I can encourage them by being an advocate for them when it comes to their mental health. That's an example, okay? But go to school. And school doesn't have to look like, because I already hear some people like, I don't want to go back to school. I feel you. I don't either. But I know it's more than likely part of my path. So school doesn't have to look like you think it does. I was looking into I have 2 degrees in psychology. I was looking at getting another master's in psychology and possibly a PhD. But I was like, do I really want to go through that many more years of school? Is there another way to achieve the desired outcome? And I had to sit down and I had to decide what was my desired outcome. I want credibility to my works as a healer, as a spiritual teacher. Like, what does that look like? I mean, therapy is kind of what I do unofficially anyway in my readings. What's some way I can bring that to like a broader scope? Or what could I do to bring more value to whatever I do? And in my mind, it was, like I said, counseling. So it was like, I can go to school, get a master's degree in counseling. Like general counseling or marriage and family therapy, counseling, whatever, therapy, whatever. And then I can take that and now I can officially apply like therapeutic advice to my spiritual guidance readings, to my, my tarot readings and stuff. So now you're getting official, like, trained therapy along with your spiritual therapy that you're getting. But I'm like, do I want to go through all that? Is that the only way I can reach that? That was the question. Is that the only way I can reach this goal? I asked, and I received. And they showed me a whole nother school program that I can get certificates and still do the same thing. And I don't have to go to another 4 to 6 years of school. Well, I mean, grad school is different. It's basically like, it's 2 years. It's a 1.5 to 2 year program, so it's whatever. It was not nearly as chaotic as trying to go back to school for counseling and having to do the practicum, if you're following what I'm saying. We have the 3 of Cups here. Some of y'all need to go out and have some fun with your friends. Also, I'm here being wary of backstabbing with friend groups. This is a theme, guys. It is a theme, and when I tell you, I experience everything a little bit ahead of the trend because I have to go through it as a part of my job as a healer, as a spiritual teacher that I am. I've learned that from a long time ago. I experience things early or ahead of the curve so that when everybody else, like the collective, is experiencing it, I have gone through it, processed it, and have now reached an outcome or a point of understanding from it, so that now that when other people are going through it, I can say, here's how you can handle it, or here's how not to handle it, because I don't necessarily have all the answers. Sometimes it's, here's what I did, take that how it resonates and run with it how you need to. Sometimes that's I hit my head against the wall 32 times, so by the 33rd time I realized I needed to move it slightly to the left and it had been fine, and I can give you that advice. Okay? But so I've been through it. The friendship breakups, the having to let people go, having to tell people where to go and how to get there. Okay? I done been through it. I'm still partially going through it, weeding out people who need to be here. What can I say to who about what, who is here for what part of my journey? And being okay with letting that go or letting them go. And not harboring any ill will towards them or myself behind that separation. That's a part of the process. So a lot of people right now, I'm talking to people, I'm seeing things, overhearing conversations of having, to separate. Like, oh, me and so have been friends for 13 years. And all of a sudden now it's just like we have nothing in common and I don't even want to talk to them. And that saddens me. And I'm like, that's good that you can identify what you're feeling, that it saddens you. But why are y'all not, why are you no longer compatible? It's for a reason. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes the reason happens to be negative. It's because they hating or you are hating. You can't see their vision, therefore you're hindering them. So you have to pull back. You have to get separated. And sometimes, it's them doing the same thing to you. Sometimes it's both of y'all being toxic to each other and you don't even realize it. Sometimes we like to hold on to things longer than we should. So, it's okay. Everybody's going through a period of separation right now and having to let go, reattach. Some people are going through a period of isolation. It's okay. But be aware of the company you keep. That's your message, okay? Any other messages, Spirit, for the collective for the mid-March to the end of March? Same two cards. Two of the same cards from the first thing I did. Any other messages? Do the work. To receive the manifestation that you want to receive, to achieve your dreams and goals, do the work. Focus. It's okay to be alone for a period of time. It's just going to be a period. It's just going to be a spell. It's not forever. It's okay to work in isolation where it's just you and God, or you and spirit, you and your ancestors, you and your higher self, you in the state of meditation. It's okay, But do the work. Focus. Fine tune it. Trial and error. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? And then we have the death card here. Transition. Cut them people off. Cut that job off. Cut them people off. Friends, family. If it's a marriage, I'm not specifically saying it's a marriage, but take it how it resonates and use at your own will. I'm not telling you to go out here and break up relationships or marriages. If that ain't how that resonates with you, then leave it be, okay? But it's a transition, people, period. And you're going to have to let some things go in order to be propelled forward to what you want. The thing that's holding you back, you got that friend that's hating it and don't want you to succeed because they're scared that either that you succeed and they gonna stay the same. They're gonna stay in that position, so you gotta stay in that position until they get out. Whoever that message is for. I know it sounds specific, but I'm channeling right now. They holding you back. Cut that cord. They don't want to let you go. Cut the cord. See how far you go without them. Take it how it resonates, okay? Don't go over here starting a mess. But take it how it resonates. Sometimes you gotta cut some things off to keep moving, to get where you're going, okay? And be okay with letting it go. It's gonna take some time, some practice, some effort to get to the point where you're being okay to letting it go, because you're human. Emotions are normal. It's okay to have these feelings, but you have to process them and let them run their course and move on, okay? Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. This is always my message of be aware of overextending yourself, of overgiving. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of everything else around you, but are you taking care of yourself? Yes, it's okay to be nurturing and giving and loving. This is heavy Cancer energy. And are you doing what you're doing for the right reasons? That's what just came through. Are you doing what you're doing? Are you giving? Are you giving in order to receive, or manipulate a situation or a person? Is that why you're putting your energy into this or your emotions into it? Consider your source. Consider your intentions. Because you can do good things with bad intentions. You can do bad things with good intentions. Either way, you're going to get back what you give out. So be mindful how you take care of yourself and treat others. Are you taking care of these kids because you feel like you have to, but not because you want to? That was oddly specific. Are you doing this job and giving it your all because you feel like you have to and not because you want to? Okay, well, pull your energy back and then pour it into something that is going to naturally, genuinely give back to you. It's going to pour back into you. Okay? It's like pouring into a passion project that is going to reap benefits. Whether that's receiving accolades and praise. Whether that's receiving a thank you. Naturally, not because you're fishing for it, because it naturally comes. Whether that's receiving something of monetary value. An energy exchange is an energy exchange, whether it comes in money, food, return energy, whatever the case is, okay? But just know, I keep, it's hitting home for, so I hope whoever that message for specifically, what you give out is what you're going to give. Hopefully that reaches who it's supposed to reach, whoever that is. Because be not mistaken, that is not necessarily a negative thing. You getting back what you receiving what you give. That doesn't have to be, oh, what I mean, somebody over here being messy and starting drama and being hateful, so you got to get this shit back. It does, but it also means whatever good you're putting out into the world, you're going to get that back. It may not look the same way that you gave it, but you're going to get it back. Whatever love and kindness you gave out, with the intention of being loving and kind. Whatever peace that you gave to somebody else, whether you realize you did it or not. All those little subconscious things are going to add up and come back too. It's karma season, baby. It's karma. It's spring. What seeds did you plant in the fall? What seeds did you plant during the winter? What seeds are you planting now? Okay? Because they're going to come all spring and summer. You got to catch this heat, this work, whatever that work is or that heat is, whether it's welcomed or whether it's running from. Something that you like, oh shit, I did mess up with like 3 dudes last month, you know. Trying to get them Christmas presents in the wintertime, and I did kind of mess up these people's lives over here. Then you finna catch that work. Yeah, I did give to the needy, and yeah, I did help my sister with that project, and yeah, I did this thing at work. I went above and beyond. And yeah, I did that. Okay, well, you have to reap what you sown. Take it how it resonates. It could be good, bad, or indifferent. If you didn't do much, you ain't finna get much. It is what it is. So if you automatically think negative, check your mindset. If you automatically think positive, check your mindset. Just check where you are. Be mindful. Be conscious, okay? So this has been your reading in March to the end. Hopefully it resonates. Comment if it does below. I would like to hear your thoughts and your feedback. Last card just popped out was the 9 of Pentacles. Some of y'all gonna be sitting pretty and literally reaping what the benefits of what you've been cultivating and what you've been sowing. Some of y'all have been chilling in this. I know I didn't do love for the last reading or this one. I'm going to attempt to come back for a love reading by the end of March. It'll just be a collective love reading. But some of y'all, I really feeling like this single season. Some of y'all are just getting into the groove of being single, and I feel like it's about to come to an end. You're like, yeah, I'm just now enjoying this single life. I'm fine being by myself. I don't want nobody. And that's when they're going to come in, swoop you up, sweep you off your feet, enlighten you, lift your vibrations, your heart, and they're going to do it without even trying. I ain't talking about no swindler that's coming over here to make you believe something. I'm talking about somebody that's just going to come over there being themselves and truly caring about you and showing and giving effort and stuff like that and showing you who they are. They're going to generally come around and they're just like, oh, I just want to I just want to take care of you. I just want to vibe with you. I just want to be here. I enjoy this. You enjoy that. Let's do this together. And then lo and behold, there's a connection there. Surprise, surprise. You actually like this person. And they like you back. And there's nothing forced. There's nothing tried. You don't even have to think, okay? Stay vibing. And if you feel like you in your single period and you don't want nobody else, that's fine. Stay here. The Nine of Pentacles lady, I love getting this card. This is a woman who seemingly has it all. Literally, it's the step before marriage. It's the step before the Ten of Pentacles of actually having it all. Like, I mean, the house, the family, the car, the kids, whatever all looks like for you. I'm just going to reference to the Ten of Pentacles. But this has been your reading. Hopefully this finds you well. Love to hear back the feedback from you all. Let me know how this resonates with you. Share it with somebody you think it would resonate with, even if you feel like this isn't your message. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And y'all have a good one until next time.